Today, the International Coral Reef Symposium, which has attracted 2,600 marine scientists to Cairns, shifted its attention to global warming and ocean acidification. In plain language, that means the effect that a warmer, more acidic ocean will have on coral reefs. The discussion focused on the winners and the losers of these changes. Janice Lowe from the Australian Institute of Marine Science says coral reefs are already losing out.
We are taking corals out of their recent comfort zone, and we are already seeing responses. A key concern is the rate at which the tropical marine climate is changing. It is rapid, it's accelerating, and we are already seeing observed responses with the relatively modest amount of changes to the climate system we have induced already.
Scientists say that'll have flow-on effects to the entire marine ecosystem. Philip Mundy from James Cook University says it'll also affect fish populations.
Overall, we're going to expect a decline in fish numbers. Now, the sharpest declines, the species that are going to be most affected, are those that really depend on living coral for food and places to live, such as butterfly fishes and some of the damsel fishes, things that people know quite well. However, many fish actually require live coral, living coral, when they're very young and they're juveniles, even if they don't as adults. So a change in the coral communities on reefs could have quite widespread impacts on a whole range of fish species.
And there was a degree of frustration from James Pandolfi from the University of Queensland when asked about the likely time frame for these changes.
You have an accident on the side of the road and there's somebody who's on the ground who's bleeding severely. What do you do? Do you sit there and say, well, I think the loss of blood is about half a litre a minute. So I predict that in about 8 minutes, that person's going to die. Do you do that, or do you get a Band-Aid or bandage on that victim?
So all up, the scientists identified far more losers than winners. Conor Duffy, ABC News, Cairns.